Hello, everybody. This is your daily real estate practice exam question, and I want to do another proration question for you guys because you've been asking for this. So let's jump right into it. On July 6th, the property sold. The water bill of $95 and the yearly tax bill of $5,200 will be paid by the buyer for the current year. When prorated at closing, what amount does the seller owe the buyer? So let's just say what this is going to be. This is going to be a debit to who? Debit to who? So the seller owes the buyer. It's going to be debit the seller, credit buyer. If they were asking that. And I'm just asking you that question. I'm just giving you that piece of information so that you understand that terminology. Just it's easier if you start doing that. You start just kind of making them synonymous with one another. You go seller owes, buyer's getting. So if someone owes, they're debiting. If someone's getting, they're getting credited. So always just try to get used to using that vernacular. It says round your answer to the nearest dollar. Now, before you look at my work, what I want you to understand is this. Any time we have a problem where we're going to be prorating based on the closing date, we want to break it down to our monthly and our annual charges to make it easier. That is exactly what we need to do. We need to compute everything to monthly and daily charges so that we could then multiply. And we're working off of a 360-day calendar, okay? We're also working off of a 30-day month, right? So understand that in banking terms when we're prorating. 360 on the days on the calendar. We're talking in a calendar year, we're talking 30 days in a month, regardless of how many days are in the actual month. So first, let's take the water bill. The water bill is $95 for the year. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 95 and divide it by 12. And we're going to come up with a monthly charge. So this is our monthly charge. We're at $8 a month if we're rounding, okay? So what I then do is I want to find the daily charge. So I now know the monthly for the water bill, okay? Now I want to find the daily charge. So I take the monthly known amount now and I divide it by 30. And now I'm going to know that my daily charge rounded is 27 cents per day. So next we have to figure out a July 6th settlement means what? That means 6 full months, right? We're in the 7th month of the year, okay? 6 full months, okay? And 5 days. And 5 days. And why are we doing 5 and why are we not counting the settlement date, right? That they're closing on the 6th, okay? Why? Why is that? Because the buyer is considered to be using it on that day, okay? So if it's ever a debit to the seller, you're not going to debit them for that day because it is said that that day, even if you're closing at 5 p.m., okay, that day is not a charge to the seller. Closing date, settlement date is not a charge to the seller, okay? So we're going to be doing monthly charges by 6, daily charges by 5. We're going to add those two up, and now we got our water bill, okay, at $49.35 or $49 if we're rounding. Next, we're literally going to take the same thing we just did, and we're going to roll it to the taxes. So what we're going to do is take the gross taxes for the annual divided by 12, and we're going to come up with a monthly of $433 per month. Next, we divide that by 30 days. And now we have a daily, okay, of $14.44 rounded. And all we do is we do the same exact thing. Monthly charge times 6, daily charge times 5, and we're going to come up with $72.20, okay? And we're going to take the $2,600 monthly, $72.20 daily, and we're going to add those together to get our taxes, okay? To get our taxes. And then what we do, the very last step, we add it all together, okay? We add our 49 plus our 2672.20, which should yield us an answer of $2,721.20. Knock off the 20 cents because we are rounding to the nearest dollar. The closest dollar to us is that of 27.21. The answer is B. I hope you had a great one, guys. And if you have questions, throw it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you tomorrow.